An explosion at a hydrogen and nitrogen product manufacturer in Mississippi on Wednesday has caused an ammonia leak and forced nearby residents to evacuate, according to officials. According to Associated Press, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves said in a post on X that emergency officials from across the state were responding to the anhydrous ammonia leak at CF Industries plant north of Yazoo City. No deaths or injuries have been reported, he said. CF Industries said in a statement that there are no injuries, and all employees and contractors on site at the time of the incident have been safely accounted for. The Yazoo City facility includes an ammonia plant, for nitric acid plants, along with other plants. It is able to store about 48,000 tons of ammonia, although the exact amount at the facility when the explosion took place was not immediately clear. The Mississippi Department of Environmental Quality said in a post on X that air monitoring operations are underway and will continue as long as necessary to ensure public safety. Anhydrous ammonia is used as a fertilizer to help provide nitrogen for corn and wheat plants, according to the Minnesota Department of Agriculture. If a person touches it when it is in gas or liquid form, they could be burned. Yazoo City is a small community about 49 miles north of Jackson.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Andre the Entertainer. Can y'all see this? See that cloud rising there? We just heard a big bang just a while ago. It's about to shook the house. I thought a tree had to fell on the house. Well, we went around the house looking, thinking the tree done fell on the house. Looked across the street over here, down the highway where Mississippi Chemical, used to be Mississippi Chemical. Look at that cloud rising. That is a huge, something just blew up down there at the chemical plant. I hope it ain't nothing hazardous. I'm sure you're going to be seeing some sirens and everything else real soon. My goodness. I hope everybody's all right over there. See y'all later.
Typhoon Kalmiji has left at least 66 people dead with 26 others missing in the central Philippines, many in widespread flooding that trapped people on their roofs and swept away scores of cars in a hard-hit province still recovering from a deadly earthquake, officials said Wednesday. According to Associated Press, Kalmiji blew away from western Palawan province into the South China Sea before noon on Wednesday with sustained winds of up to 130 km per hour and gusts of up to 180 km per hour. According to forecasters. Bernardo Rafaelito Alejandro IV, Deputy Administrator of the Office of Civil Defense, and provincial officials said most of the deaths were reported in the central province of Cebu, which was pummeled by Kalmiji on Tuesday, setting off flash floods and causing a river and other waterways to swell. The resulting flooding engulfed residential communities, forcing startled residents to climb up to their roofs, where they desperately pleaded to be rescued as the floodwaters rose, officials said. At least 49 drowned in floods and a few others died due to landslides and falling debris in Cebu, where 13 of the 26 missing were reported, the Office of Civil Defense said on Wednesday. The Philippine Red Cross received many calls from people needing rescue in Cebu from their roofs, its Secretary General Gwendolyn Pang said Tuesday, adding the efforts had to wait until flooding subsided to lessen the risks for emergency personnel. A corruption scandal involving substandard or non-existent flood control projects across the Philippines has sparked public outrage and street protests in recent months. Cebu, a bustling province of more than 2.4 million people, declared a state of calamity to allow authorities to disperse emergency funds more rapidly to deal with the latest natural disaster. Cebu was still recovering from a 6.9 magnitude earthquake on September 30 that left at least 79 people dead and displaced thousands when houses collapsed or were severely damaged. Before Kalmiji's landfall, officials said more than 387,000 people had evacuated to safer ground in eastern and central Philippine provinces. Authorities had warned of torrential rains, potentially destructive winds and storm surges of up to 3 meters. Inter-island ferries and fishing boats were prohibited from venturing out to increasingly rough seas, stranding more than 3,500 passengers and cargo truck drivers in nearly 100 seaports, the Coast Guard said. At least 186 domestic flights were cancelled. The Philippines is battered by about 20 typhoons and storms each year. The country also is often hit by earthquakes and has more than a dozen active volcanoes, making it one of the world's most disaster-prone countries.
Hindi namin nakalain na lumevel siya sa sa Taytayan. Hindi namin alam kung saan kami uuna, saan kami kuha ng panggasto sa bahay kasi wala talaga, wash out. Ngayon hindi pa kami nakatanggap ng tulong galing sa official City Hall, walang food pack, wala. Hindi kami hanap ng paraan, hindi kami makakain. Sana po may magandang puso dyan, matulungan kami. Ay, trauma kasi hindi namin alam kung saan kami uuna.
Ngailangan namin na tulong kahit kunti man lang. Wala na ako ng bahay. Kasama namin, ubos na bahay. Pati na pinsan ko, kapitbahay ko, wala namin kaming bahay. Ang makarating lang ito sa kahit saan, sulok na mundo. Kailangan namin kahit tubig lang. Pagkain. Wala na kami.
Oh, wipe out yung tawon sila kaning mga balaya. Sus, paita.
Ato siguro. Yun. May material ba? May material no?
Makanda kami dahil dito.